Okay, class, we have now problem number 6, and then we read a function has the formula y is equal to 0x plus 5. So that's our function. Let's write that down. Let's become familiar with it. Actually, I want to use a thicker marker. So let me go get that. Now, y is equal to 0x plus 5. Now that's peculiar because our a constant is now has a value of 0. So we're going to see how is that going to affect this graph. Okay. Now we're told to make a table for this function letting x equals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can just make our quick table. And 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So let's go ahead and find the y value. 0 times 0 would be equal to 0 plus 5, so then y would equal to 5. And again, I'm just replacing the x value. 0 times 1 would be 0, plus 5 would be 5. Okay, so 2 times 0 would be 0, plus 5 would be 5 again. 3 times 0 is equal to 0, plus 5 would be 5 again, and 4 times 0 is 0 plus 5 would be equal to 5. So for all of our values here, y is always equal to 5. Okay, why? Because, well, everything, no matter what you put in for the x value, it's going to be multiplied by 0. And if it's multiplied by 0, then it will always be equal to simply this b constant, which is plus 5. So we're going to graph the function, which means we're going to have to get our black marker. And let's go to the first one, 0, 5. Well, let's actually label our graph, 4 and 5. And let's see, we're going to go out to 1, 2, 3, 4 in this case. And again, you can always label as far out as you like. Might even put an extra one on each. We know we're not going to go that far. We know this is 0 for both the x and y. So let's take a look. 0, we're moving across 0, but we're going up 5. So that's our first point, 0, 5. Our next point is 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, and 5. And it seems like we're just going across a straight line. In fact, what do you notice about this graph? Well, let's put the line across. What we're going to notice is that it's just a horizontal line, okay, going across. So no matter what value we use for x, the y value will be 5. So what would be a simpler way to write this? Now we're being challenged to think in a different way. We're looking at our formula here, or our equation, and we know that no matter what we multiply here by the 0, whatever value we put in for x, this will always be 0. So couldn't we simply say that this is y is equal to 0 plus 5? And if we further simplify that, couldn't we say that y is equal to 5? That would be a simpler formula for this function. Now, you might say, well, where did the x go, and don't we need an x value? Well, we can always take this and rewrite it back this way, simply because we know that 0 times x, even though we don't know the value of x, we do know that whatever the value of x is, it will always be 0. So we can sometimes just add that. But in this case, this is a simpler version of that. And if we see y is equal to 5, we know we can simply graph that by going across the axis and drawing our points all the way across, with the y value always being 5. Okay, so that's how we would simplify that formula.